Hi, I'm Debi Peverill, and this short video is about the information you need to bring us to do your personal tax return if you are self-employed and your business is not incorporated. So for those of you that operate a business that is a part of your personal tax return, you need to file additional information in order to have the tax calculated on the income you're earning from that business. Your personal tax return includes this income as well as any income from employment, any investment income, your RSPs, all that type of thing. So we have two videos on our site. This one is specifically about the information you need to gather to get the business portion of your personal return done. Excuse me. The other video is about the rest of your return. Okay, so we have on our website a form that looks like this, which is a checklist for self-employed people. So if you prepare this information for us, we don't need to add up your receipts. So you'll pay a lot less for your tax return if you bring us the checklist rather than a big bag of receipts. So the first thing that's on the checklist is revenue. Did you sell anything this year, either fees for service or an actual product? We also need to know whether the number you're giving us includes HST or not. So if you're not HST registered, then you're not charging HST. That's very clear. If you are HST registered and you give us the number including HST, just let us know because we can make those calculations. If you sell a product, then we need to know what your inventory was at the end of December 31st, 2017 in order to put that information on your tax return. So if you haven't counted your inventory, you're going to need to make an estimate of what it was, and what we need is a dollar value. I don't need the actual list of everything. I just need the dollar amount that you had in inventory at the end of December. Then we have a list of expenses, and these expenses pretty much follow the form that we need to fill in on your personal return, which is the T2125. So they're more or less in the order that they appear on that form, sort of alphabetical. So advertising, did you spend any money on advertising, dues or fees, postage, interest, bank charges, maintenance, or repairs to your equipment? We'll talk separately about premises. Bank charges, food or beverages. We need to know what you have paid for meals, entertainment that you have incurred to run your business. So if you're out of town on business, those meals are a deduction. If you're in your own area of your own location, the place where you carry on business, then in order for you to take a meal deduction, you have to be entertaining someone else, like a supplier or a customer or your accountant. So that information, you only get to deduct half of the amount for your meals and entertainment, but we do need to know what it is. You spend money on office, you spend money on supplies. You'll see this form is 4 pages long. If someone else did your tax return last year, then the tax preparation fee is deductible. If we did it, of course we know what it is, and we'll make sure it's on your return. Did you pay salaries to your employees? We need to know. Telephone. And then we get into the area of, did you buy anything for your business that costs more than $500? Such as a new phone, a computer, a printer. We'll get to vehicles later. If there's any of that, it's what's called a capital item, and you're not going to be able to deduct all of it, but you will be able to claim depreciation. So we need to know exactly what you bought and how much you paid for it. So any expenses that you've incurred that I didn't list, you can put in the other category, and we can let you know if they're deductible or not. Home offices, do you use your home for business? If you're carrying on business from your home, then you're entitled to a deduction for that home expense amount. So what we need to know is how much of your house are you using for business. So you can do this based on the number of rooms. If your house has 12 rooms and you're using one of them, then just tell us that. If you have want to do the square footage, you can do that. Measure the square footage of your house, measure the square footage of the part of the house you're using for business. That'll work too. So the expenses we need: heat, light, power, insurance, repairs and maintenance. We need to know property taxes. The mortgage, we only can use the interest. You cannot use the principal payments, so we need mortgage interest. Do you pay rent? That's part of your home expense. Internet, water, anything else you can think of to do with your house, put it in this category. This brings us to vehicles. Vehicles, of course, you have a mileage log, and you'll be able to fill in the information we're looking for very easily. What was your odometer reading at the beginning of 2017, or when you started business, if you started partway through 2017? What was your odometer reading at the end of 2017? That gives us the total numbers of kilometers you drove in the year. And then you consult your mileage log to find out what percentage of those kilometers were driven for business. Okay? So once you've got that information, you can give us then the totals for all of your vehicle expenses in the year. What did you pay for gas? What did you pay for repairs and maintenance? What's your insurance? Did you register the vehicle? I hope the answer is yes. Do you pay interest on a loan that you have for the vehicle? We could use that number. Are you paying a lease? We need the lease number. Do you have bridge tokens, MacPass? Did you pay tolls? Did you pay parking? All that kind of stuff. So that's the information you need to do the business portion of your personal tax return. You still have to file the other income you earned on the same return, and if you want more detail on this, there's another video, as I've said, on the website. But basically, the other information that's going to go on your return is your T4s from any other employers, your T5 from the bank. If you've got charitable donations, then we need the receipts. If you've got medical deductions, then we need to see all the receipts for that. If you're getting old age security or Canada pension, there's a slip. If you're claiming tuition for yourself or for a child, the T2202A is an important part of that. And if you need or have, mutual fund investments, then there's going to be a T3. So that kind of stuff is all added together to do your personal income tax return. You have until June 15th to file your return if you are reporting self-employment income. And if you're filling out this form, then you are reporting self-employment income on your personal tax return. But you don't have any longer to pay. So it's still a better idea to get it done in April, figure out how much you owe. But you do have until June 15th. Our limits are, if we don't have it by June 1st, we can't guarantee we'll have it done by the 15th. So best bet is to get it in here early, and we'll get it done on time for you.